Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. And today I have a long delayed haul video for you. I didn't have time to film this unboxing as I was leaving for vacation the day after I received this. And I'm back now, and honestly, I unboxed these so fast that it's gonna be kind of like taking the first close look at everything that I picked out. So all of these items were 50% off, and I placed this order on the last day or two of the winter sale. The first item that I added to my cart is the dancing bell, and let's take a closer look at this charm. I do think that the details on Belle's face will improve with time when it oxidizes a little bit, because right now it is super shiny, so it's hard to get that details of her eye expression and her mouth and her hair. But Pandora did such a nice job with the flower. I kind of wish they did a little bit of red enamel on that rose in her hand right there. But the CZs, the yellow CZs of her dress, and I really like how she's holding her dress like that. You can see the movement of this charm. And I think once it ages a little bit, it's going to be so pretty. The bail is nice and thick, and it just has the one CZ. And then there is an inscription that says Disney on the one side and Pandora on the other. And it does not say Belle anywhere that I can see as yet. Turning the charm over, you can see that it's just kind of hollow in the center and it is oxidized. You do get the ripple effect of her dress. And then let's take a look at the charm from the back here. And this actually is so pretty from even the back. I like her flowing hair. And does it look like she's wearing a crown, or maybe it's just kind of done up at the top? You can see the back of the flower. They continued the CZs all the way in the back of the dress. I currently have Belle's bangle design here with a few charms. I've got Mrs. Potts and Chip, and this is the older Mrs. Potts charm. Pandora re-released this one. I kind of wish they wouldn't re-release charms that they've already done. I think it would have been really nice to have some of the other characters. This charm here is one of my favorite Disney charms, and it's Beauty and the Beast dancing, and then you've got the ballroom at the back. And look how nice that is to have the yellow CZs of her dress match that yellow at the back of that ball. I think that is such a nice detail that Pandora tied these two together. And then I've got this radiant heart, but it actually has a little flower in the center. And this is Belle's rose. It's a Disney charm. And then here is the clasp, and here is the clip that matches. And there's another dangle that matches. And that's this infinity rose right here. So you've got the little rose detail, you've got that yellow CZ that also matches, and it looks like a little vine that goes around in the infinity symbol. So Pandora's released these little dangling princesses in a few different princesses. So I know they did Cinderella. Here is Cinderella, just so you can see a size comparison. And with Cinderella, like, this is the moment that her dress transforms, and it has that row of CZs going all the way around. And then I believe they also did Jasmine. And I think those are the only characters that Pandora released this dangle charm that doesn't include like that, kind of that Disney baby cartoon figure. So right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be adding these two dangles to this bangle. It might be a little bit too dangle heavy for me, but we will see. Maybe I'll put all of these charms together on a Moments bracelet. The next item that I picked out at 50% off, I was so surprised to see this included in the sale, and it's the Tinkerbell's clasp bracelet. And I've always liked this bracelet because it's not a really obvious Disney bracelet. And I do think the clasp is really pretty. On the one side of the clasp, you've got the kind of a profile, but not really, but there's no details on Tinkerbell's face. But there is that little jagged edge of her dress and her wings. And you can see her little hair bun. And then there's a CZ on top. And right here is an inscription, and it's very faint. I believe in pixie dust. That does not show up super clear without the zoom of this camera. And then you've got some more stars underneath, and it's hollow as well. And then turning the clasp over on the other side, you just have a little bit more stars, and it just kind of follows a CZ pattern. So Tinkerbell's only on the one side of the clasp. I think this is such a pretty clasp, and I think it can be used for multiple designs. It is magical, especially with the CZs and the stars. Another bracelet that I picked out is the T-bar snake chain bracelet. This is my second one of this style, and I really enjoyed the first one so much that I thought at 50% off this was such a good value. So I decided to pick up a second one. The first one that I have, and this is a permanent bracelet design, I'm kind of using it for my Marvel characters, and it's got some Spider-Man on here and some Guardians of the Galaxy as well. It's a little bit random. I'm kind of going more for the color tone and just trying to make sure that the charms that I've included on here fit the color tone theme. So on this bracelet, I also purchased another charm that I added to it, and right at the very end here, this charm here was for 50% off in the sale, and right now it's back to regular price in Pandora's inventory. So I don't know if this one is retired or not. I don't know why it was included for 50% off, and it's not even in the last chance section. So not quite sure what Pandora is doing there, but let me show you closer this charm. This one to me really matched the bracelet well, and I like that it's not a dangle. So I decided to feature this side first, and I believe this charm is called the Guardians of the Galaxy emblem charm. So here is some sparkle blue. You can see it next to Orbit here. It's a little bit deeper in tone. It kind of matches a little bit with this Game of Thrones Murano that I have in the center. And it kind of also has, here's the camera with the black. So it kind of ties it all in. And then Pandora did something a little bit different on the back of this charm, or maybe this is supposed to be the front. But you can see the "oh yeah" right there. They actually used enamel to make that stand out. And there is Rocket Raccoon with his buddy Groot, and Groot looks like he's the younger version of Groot, obviously, because look at his size compared to Rocket Raccoon. I wish that they did some enamel on Rocket Raccoon's eyes and nose. I think that would have been perfect. Here is the Groot charm, and so now I've got the two of the Guardians of the Galaxy together there. So this is the bracelet design that I really enjoy. I don't want to overfill it, so I'm not sure how many other pieces I'm going to be collecting. I do have some placeholders on here, and like right here, this is a placeholder. So we'll see how many other Marvel charms I'll be adding to this bracelet. But this bracelet is so easy to add charms and take them off, because you just have to string it along like that. And it's super easy, and it's got the clip stations. So I really like this design, so I did decide to pick up a second one. This little cutie is Dory, and of course from Pixar movie Finding Nemo, and then she even had her own movie. And of course I wanted to get this one. I love sea life. I love anything to do with nature, sea creatures, fishies. I'm all about that. So Dory is really pretty shade of blue enamel. It's not a solid blue. Like, it looks like she's a little bit lighter at the front. And look at those big eyes. Pandora did a really nice job, because Dory would be a hard design to come up with in a charm. And some people find her a little bit too pointy, but I actually think she's gonna dangle really nice from a bracelet. And then you've got the yellow enamel on her tail and her side fin, and her back tail even moves back and forth like that. And at the bottom, yeah, just some more enamel. And you probably have Pandora's symbol on one side, and the other side has the Pixar. So Dory's gonna be a nice companion to Nemo. And look at these two together, just the colors. I think the colors are so bright and happy together. These are going to be really nice to design with. I have no idea yet what I'm going to be doing with these two charms. Nemo I found the last one at my local Pandora store, and Dory I ordered online. And so super looking forward to designing with these. The next item I picked out is the snake medallion for Pandora Me, but Pandora is making these medallions a little bit more versatile because this opening right here, they're starting to make these a little bit wider so you can actually use it as a pendant. I don't think it's going to fit on a bracelet. Let me just do a quick look. Just checking quickly to see if it will fit on a bracelet. I can get it about that far and then it gets stuck right here. So it will work on a chain, so you can use these medallions as a pendant. So this medallion with the snake, I really like it. There's something about the snakes, like my son was fascinated with snakes when he was super young, and he still really enjoys them. They don't freak me out necessarily. I just couldn't do the feeding, so we never got a snake as a pet for him like I had promised him when he was young, so I felt bad about that. But I like the snake and how it just kind of winds around there with the CZs. And it's not super obvious that it is a snake. It's only when you study it carefully that you can tell. So I currently have a Pandora Me bracelet in the 14 karat gold. I really enjoy this bracelet. I have no regrets purchasing this one in the 14 karat gold plated. And right now I've got a little bee dangling from it. I love this little bee. It just glows when you're outside in sunlight. And it came with this little black enamel star. But if I wanted to, I could add in, we're all about nature here, I could add in this little medallion to it, and I could replace one of these others, but I just thought this would be really nice to add to this bracelet. And I wanted to share the next piece that I picked out styled as well. So this is my ruthenium Pandora Me bracelet, and I've got it combined in with Pandora Rose. I really like that contrast of the black and the rose. So this nailed heart double link, I really like how Pandora designed this. They did such a great job. I was drawn to this one because my dad was always into construction. He built homes for a living, and my husband is also super handy with tools as well. This is how I tend to hammer in my nails, a little bit crooked. Anyway, so we've got the nail with the CZ right in the center at the head of the nail, and then really at the bottom, I like how they added that little extra touch to add in those grooves at the bottom of the nail. And then you just have the typical link right there, the full-size link. So I thought this was a really neat design when Pandora first released it. So I just couldn't help myself, and I ordered it when it became 50% off. And I think it looks really good on this bracelet design with the other touches of Pandora Rose. This is another Pandora Me bracelet that I designed, and I just have touches of purple on here. So I've got that little butterfly medallion and the purple enamel heart. This one was included in the sale, and also this whole bracelet was included in the sale. So this one I believe was called the openable heart, and I ordered it in the smallest size because, you know, when you get these Pandora Me bracelets, this part here between the first opening and the clasp, if you get the smallest size, you get the least amount of this chain, and then it opens up styling possibilities for you in the middle and right to the end. So I wanted the smallest chain portion that I had to have, and then I can just kind of be a little bit more free how I wanted to style this. So I like the oblong shape of this heart. It's not super obvious that it's a heart, and I liked also having it in that gold tone. I could add it to my gold-plated bracelet, but I kind of liked how it picked up the yellow of this tie-dye over here, and I liked it with the purple as well. So this was the bracelet that I picked out at 50% off, and it included this, and then, like I mentioned, this smaller chain. And then basically I just dismantled the whole bracelet to come up with this design. So this is everything that I picked out in the final days of Pandora's winter sale. I kind of tend to do that. I think about things a little bit, and then I go back and I purchase items that I'm scared of missing out on. And one thing I actually did forget to show you is with this Tinkerbell clasp bracelet, I do have a Tinkerbell bracelet design here that I just have on a normal standard barrel clasp. So this is my current Tinkerbell bracelet design, and I really love this Murano in the center with this oval cabochon charms at the end. So if I wanted to, I could put all of these charms on this bracelet. It's the same size bracelet, and then just keep it the Tinkerbell theme. So this is everything that I picked out. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you had as much fun as I did in the winter sale. I only had fun once all the items went to 50% off. I wasn't too crazy at the beginning of the sale when they did that limited discount thing. I hope Pandora doesn't do that in the future, but I have a feeling they will. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're safe. Take care. Bye-bye.